Of you knowing someone is about to go or thinking about taking their self out. They starting to tell you that they love you more. They're more loving, more patient, more kind, more humble. Maybe there was a point in time this person didn't show you affection like that. So this family member starts hugging you more, saying how much they love you. Um, Maybe if you pay attention to change in behavior, withdrawing from their friends, saying goodbye, giving important belongings away, making a will, or writing out their last wishes. Some of them have diaries or personal notes that you can read. It's also signs that someone is ready to go about to take themselves out. Someone who drives extremely fast or has road rage, okay, experiencing mood swings a lot, eating or sleeping more or less, okay, um, in isolation a lot. Some people actually come around more before they pass on as well. But if you suffer a major depression issue or bipolar disorder, um, some people don't suffer no mental illness and has never been diagnosed and they know something is wrong with them. But when you have suicidal thoughts or suffer from them, that means you're prone to suffer from depression and other mental illnesses that are untreated or treated, okay? Because you got to understand some of those medications make your illness worse. You suffer depression, now it's 10 times worse. You suffer PTSD, now it's 10 times worse. You were suicidal at first, now it's 10 times worse. It's hiding, okay? So you just got to be careful with what doctor you choose, who you go to, and make sure people have your best interests at heart. Because a lot of the time, we are used as guinea pigs. Okay. Um, it was something else. A lot of people think about this is also a way you know someone is suicidal. If you regularly know someone or even yourself that thinks about how life would be without you around, and you may replay suicidal acts in your mind, okay? Um, you could be suicidal, okay? Some people question their own existence, like why or what's the purpose of me continuing to live? Okay, some people don't see the greater good or can't see because they hearing and seeing evil spirits or they're battling some type of uh, something mentally with themselves and they just can't get past whatever it is that they're going through. Okay, some people don't know what to do with their anger and their rage and they misplace it and do other things with it. Like I said, a lot of people don't have the help that they need, the money they need to get the help, and the support either. But yeah. Good. Let me see what else did I want to say or discuss. Um a lot of people are embarrassed or feel ashamed to even talk to their close friends or relatives because they don't want to look at them in a different light. So they walk around years with these bottled up emotions and feelings and anger, okay, and resentment and rejection. They bottle all this shit up, and um, you'll never know that this person going through this shit because they're in fear of how you're going to respond, or in fear of how many people you're going to tell, or the fact that they know you can't help or fix them, so they take that road. Okay. Yeah, sometimes people just go through life and let life beat them down. All right. And um, people sometimes do use their mental health as a crutch, but not all people do that. The real motherfuckers who going through it, you can sit around and you can tell. They always say you got that crazy mother, father, auntie, uncle, sister, brother, um, cousin, who is the crazy one in the family. And that is true. You got the one that will flip the fuck out and go from 0 to 100 real quick. But like I said, people think it's a joke. People don't take it serious. Um, then they got these suicide lines, or these prevention crisis lines to prevent you from, I mean, to these suicide lines to prevent you from taking yourself out, or you get to talk to somebody. But let me tell you how that works. If you ain't got no money to talk to a person on the internet or a laptop or cell phone, you're talking to a bot, chatting, texting them back and forth. Now, mind you, if you're suicidal, right, and you're texting, how can that person save you from doing something to yourself? By constantly texting you back and forth. So this person's texting, you could have the knife or rope or scarf or anything in one fucking hand, right? Texting with the other hand, and you didn't already took yourself out after the 30th text message. So even the people who put out their assistance aren't even helping like they should. They even have a crisis line for the LGBT community as well. Okay, so if they have a line for them, okay, and not everybody is headstrong in that community either. Some of these men, young and old, get with these young and old men, right? Whether there's an age gap or not, and have intercourse with these older gentlemen. And we're just going to say male and male, young man, old male, or old man, young man, however you want to put it. And you're going having sexual intercourse with this person. You suffer mental illness. You suffer with who you are as a person. Okay, you're a man, but you want to be a woman, or you have female tendencies. And then you realize the whole time, this is really not what you want. Something's wrong. You know this is not something you should be doing and things of that nature. You're engaging in this and you're engaging in that, and then boom, after a while you get tired of this relationship and you flip the fuck out, you spaz out, you start to snap into reality, and you end up taking that person's life, maybe whether that's a secret lover or somebody you was just, talking to or getting advice from, or a person who you was just having sexual intercourse with. You either take their life, they either take that lover's life, their own life, or take each other's life as a whole. Okay? When you're still trying to discover who you are, that's a mental illness. You've been here a certain amount of time and you still don't know who you are and what you want. Mentally, something is wrong. Okay? Or if you're confused about what you're doing, that's from the devil. He's the author of confusion. So if you know something you're doing doesn't sit right in your gut, it doesn't make you feel good at night when you lay down in bed, you still feel like you're going through it. You still miserable. You still happy. You got the same sex lover. You're still miserable. You're still fighting demons. You're still questioning your existence. Um, and you haven't experienced life, so you really don't know what the fuck you're doing. That'll make you want to snap the fuck out and take somebody's life too. Being confused on where you are, what you are, and where you're going in life. Not having no goals or no boundaries set. And like I said, lack of support and love plays a big part when you're growing up. If you don't get none of that, the world raises your children. And your children become monsters, just like the world, the people of the world. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say. I don't know. I'm trying to see and think if I'm missing anything. And sometimes when you're suicidal, there's different levels to it. You can be suicidal and want to hurt other people around you, or animals, or things of that nature. Like, you really have to be careful when a human and how far a human mind can go. If people can kill people and eat body parts, just imagine how far the mental state can go. Okay? And you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't see things coming, like a person taking their own life out, because they're literally not paying attention to it, not educating themselves on suicide, assuming that they know how suicide works and how the mind of a suicidal person works, but they really don't understand and understand. They don't take the time to sit out and do research or talk to people who are suicidal, just to get in the minds of how people think and do things. They don't discuss or aren't trying to figure out why a person who is suicidal also can suffer things being in place. Okay, like, I'm one of those people. Like, if I wake up and the house is dirty, I'm going to be disturbed because things aren't in place like they were left. That's a problem. Getting mad because, all the shoes aren't in order. My rug is flipped over. My covers aren't on my bed right. My pillows aren't on. That's a sign of a person who suffer mental illness, or could be suicidal, when they want things in perfect order. In order. When they see things out of place, their mind is out of place. Okay, they can't think clear like that because it's too much clutter. It's stressing them out. Okay, they about to flip out. It's like what's that disorder called? I think everybody suffer it, but some worse than others. OCD. Okay, I'm like that to a certain extent. It's only so many days I can continue to look at clutter before I realize I can't fucking think. The table isn't clear enough. Okay, but that's what I wanted to speak about too. I'm trying to see nerve conditions. I feel like that plays a part too. Like, if you have a nerve condition, like you can't stay still, or people who rock or move side to side, or do certain things with their hands, hand gestures, face movements. I feel like if you have like a nerve condition, that's part of a mental illness as well. Like, for me, since I was a child, I take my hair, I ball it up in a knot, and I take it out of my head. Okay? Now, I've been doing this since I was younger. And it happens when I'm really comfortable. It do happen. I do it when I'm really stressed out. I do it when I'm really thinking. But a lot of time when I do it, I'm really stressed the fuck out. Like, mentally, I'm thinking, I'm in my head. And until this day, I couldn't tell you the life of me why I do that. Okay, 1444, but I have a nerve condition. Okay, um, and there's times where I will have to put something on my head just to leave my hair alone or style my hair because I still do that. At my big age, I'm still pulling my hair out my scalp, balling it up in a ball, and ripping it out. Don't know why I do it, but I do it. But anywho, I think I said enough, y'all. Um, if I come up or feel like spirit leads me to continue to talk about more signs or why people do this and why people act on doing things like this, I'll be back with another video.